What's up, YouTube? What up, friends and fam? This is your boy Kenny Lucas back at it with another fucking video, another fucking banger. We only do shit that is banging, man. Anyway, so I wanted to give a huge shout out to the dude that owns the trucking company. He's a moving company. They do a lot of moves and stuff like that, as far as like house furniture goes, like 18-wheeler type moves. Shout out to him because I made a video promoting his business for free, like on my own shit. But he also had told me if I did that and I got somebody to sign up for him for 3 months and they stay there for 3 months and I gave him a $500 check, and somebody recommended, or somebody referred me, and I got the $500 check. You know what I mean? So I'm all about good business, so I'm just dropping a quick little video talking about his company and also another option for y'all if y'all got your CDL. But even if y'all don't even have your CDL, man, I'm about to put you onto some fucking game. So let me see. Let me start out first with local. If you want something locomotive, local, this has nothing to do with the guy I just referred, by the way. So I'm gonna get to him later in the video. So local, if you want a local where you're driving a truck, you're home every night, you have to be willing to relocate for this method, because this method includes you coming down here to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and how you're gonna get a job doing CDL driving here, or not even CDL driving. There's a lot of box truck drive jobs here, and you don't need a CDL in the state of Massachusetts to drive a fucking box truck. Anybody can do that, and they all pay $25 an hour plus in Cape Cod, no matter what the fuck you're doing. And a lot of companies similar to the oil fields offer housing, because Cape Cod is a super temporary market. Seasonal market rather, which is temporary as well, but same shit. So what you're gonna do is start doing your research, get on the Cape Cod job board, on Facebook groups. That's really how you find a fucking job here. Facebook groups, there's a group called like Cape Cod Hiring Now or some shit. Just type in Cape Cod, Massachusetts, type in Falmouth, Massachusetts. If you're down to go to an island and live there, go to Nantucket, Massachusetts job board, Martha's Vineyard job board. Look at Google Maps and look at the towns and add each and one of those towns and make a couple posts explaining yourself, explaining your experience, explaining that you have your CDL or you don't have your CDL, but you're willing to get your CDL. You just have to learn how to drive a truck. There's plenty people here with plenty of work, and there's just not enough workers. It sounds stupid, but like, yeah, that's how it is here. So that's what you're gonna do. You can also try Craigslist. Craigslist is like a failing matter in my estimate. I mean, it's not horrible. I've gotten good jobs off Craigslist, but like, do Facebook groups, because then they can actually fucking see you. If you don't have a Facebook, make one. Like, make one, put a couple pictures on it so people see you're real. And then, you know, what you're gonna do is go to that group and type in, hey, I need a truck driving job. My name is Ben. I'm 25 years old or 21 years old. I'm willing to relocate to Cape Cod or Nantucket or wherever you need me in Cape Cod. I just want to make money, but I do need help on the housing part. I can show you my work ethic. We can put me up in a hotel or an RV for a little bit until we're ready to get an apartment, until we got money saved. Tell them that you are willing to stay yearly. Just tell them that. Be like, seasonal or yearly is fine. Even if you don't want to stay yearly, just tell them you want to stay yearly for now, because things might change. Your mind always changes. Once you start making money, some people really want to stick around and make a lot of money, because there's a lot of money to be made here year round as well. You know, if you prove yourself, there's a bunch of fucking work here year round. Like, and like I said, there's not enough people to do it. You know what I mean? Like, people are lazy in Massachusetts. It ain't like you're in Florida, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, if every single Floridian came up here, it's not that like we'd run out of work or anything. It would just be like the market would be better because there's so much fucking money here. That's the type of market you're dealing with here. This is like the oil fields times, like always fucking booming type shit. You know what I mean? Even during the pandemic, this shit was booming when it came to work. If you're a truck driver willing to drive a truck, booming. Like Cape Cod is the most booming place for a fucking truck driving job that is also local. And now let's get into a over-the-road job, if that's your thing, traveling. It used to be my thing. I actually love traveling. I would hop in a truck right now and go make a trip. Like, I love fucking traveling. But I'm busy now with my business anyways. So let's get into that option, which is the moving company I mentioned earlier on this video. He's not sponsoring this video or anything like that. Like, he didn't pay me to make this video. I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart, but I do make commission off if you sign up and you go there for 3 months type shit. All right, hold on. Be right back. All right, so the over-the-road position, which is a moving job. Like, you have to be able to, a little bit like locomotive, be able to move some shit. So the story goes that I referred, somebody watched my YouTube video, listened to my advice, and hit this dude up. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name off the top of my head. Like, I don't. And I can give you all his number. Just make a comment down below. I might make a comment down below with his company name, his number, hit him up, then I'll pin it. That's what I'll do. So, the dude that signed up off the last video, he called him up, like I said, to call him up. Even if you don't have CDL experience, like, this guy didn't have a CDL, I don't think. He may have, but I don't think he did. Anyways, if you have your CDL or you don't have your CDL, tell him that you want to learn from the bottom, from his training, from his guys, that you want to get your CDL. And to do that, you're willing to be a lump back until you feel comfortable driving that truck and you form a relationship with the owner, operator, etc. You know what I mean? This is what it's all about. Connections, get to know people, get in that truck, get inside that truck and watch the driver drive. And then this way, you get to see if truck driving's even for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I got my CDL, I was like, fuck, driving trucks is real tough, but I'm going to do it because I want to make some money. So, if you have your CDL, better. But if you don't, I'm pretty sure this dude will still let you in the door, ride shoddy in the sleeper, travel the country, and unload some shit with the truck driver. I can't promise on what you're going to get paid. That's between you and him. For the companies I've worked for, like, if you hit the road with a truck driver and you're the lumper, it's like a solid $100 a day at least. That's just for riding, man. Sometimes you're going to California, you're coming from Massachusetts and not dropping off till California. You're getting paid $100 a day just to sit there in the fucking truck, which is cool. And sleep and drive. No, well, you might not be driving until you have your permit or whatever. But you just be riding shoddy, sleeping, riding shoddy, sleeping. So that's pretty cool. Like, moving companies are pretty fucking cool. If I had to go back to one industry or start a new business in one industry that wasn't what I'm doing now, it would probably be a moving company. I'm not gonna lie. I do see a lot of, like, there is a lot of conflict that happens in the moving industry. That's why I didn't go with that and went with this instead. It's just like, you got to go into a person's house. You got to make sure their fucking furniture doesn't get scratched up. And then if it does get scratched up, you have to moan and groan about getting the payment and going through insurance. And, you know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's like that. It's like a funner job to be working at if you don't own the company. But once you own the company, you get that part down, everything, it takes care of itself. Like, some guys won't even get into tree work because how much damage gets done and how much risk. I just love it. You know what I mean? Got to kind of pick an industry that you love. Same thing with driving a truck, I believe. Don't just get a truck driving job because you're making 10 grand a week but you're miserable. You know what I mean? The one truck driving 18-wheeler job I would do again in a heartbeat would work for this guy. If I had to hit the road again, if I was just like, going through some shit like that, that's why I feel like always having that CDL as a backup is great. That's why, like, I plan to always keep my CDL, just because, like I said, everybody goes through some shit. You might get robbed, you might get fucking shot at, you might get your fucking ex fucks your other ex, and then there's no more exes to go around. You're a single man, you're lonely, down, you know what I mean, gotta hit the road type shit. So I keep that CDL ready to go. So if you got your CDL, you got some experience, get ready to make some fucking money, let me add one thing though. If you got your CDL, got some experience, and you keep yourself in physical shape and want to continue to stay that way, you get ready to make some money. Even if you're not in the best shape, hit this dude up, because if you're willing to pay out for the workers to unload your shit, you'll still make a lot of money. You're just a little bit less, because you're gonna have to be paying laborers. Like, if you got a dude that's gonna ride with you and unpack that truck, I know dudes that unpack an 18-wheeler by themselves, like, no problem. Of course, they need help when it comes to a piano or something like that, but it all depends how your 18-wheeler is set up too, because you got the drop lift, the electric lift, and you're just going from, if you're just going from storage unit to storage unit, like one dude can do that with an electric lift. Even a big ass piano, it's gonna be tough, but the right helper, lumberback, man, you make some fucking money. That's what it's all about, getting that right helper. That's why I said, if you're in good shape and you're interested in even getting involved in the moving industry, maybe not even driving, like, fucking hit them up. If you're in good shape and you like to move and you want to make some money, dude, your fucking truck driver will hit you up. Like, if I were a truck driver, I got one dude in mind who I used to work with. I was the driver at one point. I was working an over-the-road type job, similar to this one, but it was a box truck, before I had my CDL, and we had some fun, man. We had some fun, but I brought a dude with me, and after a week, he quit out. So then my boss at the time, the company I was working for, sent me another dude, and man, he was a fucking, I don't know how to describe him. He's like an ant almost, but I hate to call him ant. I don't know really what to call him, because he was like 5'2", probably 120, 130 pounds, but this dude could outlift me sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it came to the big shit, like, he couldn't. But, like, a lot of shit, like, he would grab some heavy-ass shit and walk fast with it, which I couldn't do. You know what I mean? Like, he was just, like, that agile, that quick. That's the type of dude you want riding around with you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that keeps it real, keeps it quiet, keeps it humble. He was a real cool helper, man. So if you ever find a helper like that, you'll make a fuck ton of money. You know what I'm saying? Especially, like, if he does a good job, pay him a little bit more. That's the way I look at it. So that's why I say, if you're a good worker, you get right with the truck driver, or get a good truck driver that treats people well, you'll make a fortune. You really will. Because don't mark my words on this, but, like, when I talk to a dude that owns a company, you know, it's like an owner-operator type position. He pays you like $10.99, I think. So it's like your own business within the business, which is cool, but you don't really own the truck. But he can probably hook you up with a company that'll lease you a truck for yourself if you want to make more money. But so he said something making like 20 grand a month or 10 grand a month. Like, maybe, like, I think all day 10 grand a month doing this job, especially during the summer season like this. Oh my God, especially now that COVID's over and all that. He says he got year-round work, but which I believe him, because he's 18-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? Like, cross-country moves, if you're linked in the system, which he is, he's definitely linked in the system, I can tell you that. He's Israeli, I believe, and there's a lot of Israeli people that are in the moving industry. I kind of compare it to, like, Mexicans and landscaping, how Mexicans and landscaping, like, they just do that, how Italian food, like, how Italians usually own the Italian restaurant place, like, how massage places are usually Asian, like, Israeli people are usually movers, or they own the moving company. Besides that, I really don't know what Israelis do. That's all I really know them for. So he speaks Hebrew and shit like that. You're connected, man. If you're a good driver and they like you, you're good to go. Like, don't matter what fucking color your skin is, don't matter. That's what I love about Israeli culture. They don't give a fuck about all that when it comes to work. When it comes to work, you can get the job done better than anybody else. They'll hook you up more than anybody else, because they know you're an asset. You're a fucking asset. So if you're a fucking asset already, like, you're good to go. If you're a liability, I wouldn't even sign up for this job, man. It's too much responsibility. Like, your liability, bitch ass, got to get yourself some help, but you got to work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it yourself, man. Because that's all it comes down to. If you're a liability, you're just being a little bitch. Like, get a protein shake. Get a protein shake, and I meant to say get a program now. But, yeah, anyways, I'm going to link his number down below. I got to get going because I own a company, and it's time to make some fucking green this year, man. I'm in Cape Cod doing my fucking thing. If any of y'all truck drivers are headed this way, definitely hit me up, man. definitely hit me up. And yeah, if you guys have any questions about the moving company, just hit him up. Like I said, like I never drove for him. I just only made that video about him because I liked his energy, and I was going to drive for him before I started this tree company, but I didn't want to hit the road no more. You know what I mean? Like I like hitting the road, but like I said, it's like kind of a temporary thing, like a feeling. Like I'll be good for like a month, and then I'll be like, all right, time to get a normal job. Which I don't think this dude's looking for that at all. But maybe he is, you know what I mean? Maybe he needs sub drivers, and if you're a sub driver, like, just fucking hit him up. Like, I own a company. If I had a sub worker, I'd fucking use them, you know, as a sub. You know what I mean? When guy calls out, hey, dude, what are you doing? Like, can you work next week? You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to truck driving. Or even a helper. If you're a helper, you want to be a sub helper, you want to make a couple trips a month or whatever, fucking hit him up. So... with that, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope you guys see you in Cape Cod. Hope you guys see you next to my fucking yacht when it comes down to it in the back in a couple years. You know what I mean? 5-10 years. Let's get on the yacht type shit. All right, love you guys. Peace.